The Lord of the Flies is a novel set during the time period of a war. A group of British schoolboys are on a flight to an unknown destination when suddenly they are shot down and marooned on an unknown island. The only adult on the plane, the pilot, is killed, and the boys are left not only to survive on their own, but also create a functioning civilization. The book details the struggles that come with developing a society, as well as dealing with the hardships that the jungle imposes, such as finding food and the struggle to create a functioning society. The Victorian era was highlighted by a very unique government, as Queen Victoria held the highest and most respectable position while still having limited power in comparison to previous monarchies. This government was best described as a constitutional monarchy due to the role of the Queen being limited but still very influential. Since the government didn't revolve solely around the Queen, the surrounding hierarchy was essential to the way the government functioned. The Victorian government had consisted of a parliament. This parliament was made up of the House of Lords and the House of Commons, which would meet and pass bills as law by a majority of votes. If the two did not agree on a bill, it was not passed. In the beginning years of the Victorian government, there were two parties, the Whigs and the Tories. The Whigs were in favor of the parliament and the limited royal power. They also believed that all men should be able to vote and elect members as well. Tories, on the other hand, strongly believed in a monarchy and that only the rich should be able to vote. The members of this party were highly ranked individuals in the social class. After several reforms, the majority of people were able to vote after the reform of 1884. Throughout the novel, the idea of the duality within society is well displayed. The novel portrays both savagery and civilization, as we see the young boys establish their own form of government while still having to battle the rebellious nature of society. The representation of good and evil is essential, as it still relates to the world we live in today. In the novel, Ralph represents the civilization and order of society, while Jack is the model for the evil and savagery of society. Characteristics of the Whigs Party included believing in religious freedom, anti-slavery, a parliamentarian form of government, limited royal power, and a liberal view on voting rights. Characteristics of the Tories Party included believing in a monarchy, having strict voting requirements, high-ranking officials, supporting the church, and also having a party of nobility.